while, and I recently just purchased one of their expansion packs, the Heart and Stone. And today I'm going to be sharing my gaming experience with you so that you can experience it with me. That being said, let's begin. So, The Witcher 3 is set up with a quest system where you have different quests that you have to complete, and you get a certain amount of experience points with each quest, from then which you level up. And so the current quest I'm completing is I have to do 3 favors for one of the characters I just met. And so the first quest that I'm completing is called Dead Man's Party, apparently. So let's go. So the great thing about this game is there's a fast travel system, so you don't have to, because it's open world, there's such a large distance between the different towns, and so this way you can actually fast travel to different locations and you don't have to run for 10 minutes to get there. I will have to say that the one annoying thing about this game, and there's many good things, but the one annoying thing about this game is the long loading times. So if you don't mind that, then this game is definitely a keeper, although they do give you some helpful tips while you're waiting for the game to load. All right. Another thing I love about this game is the real-time weather. It just makes it seem so realistic. Although it does seem to be raining a lot more than it's sunny in this game. But that could just be... So everyone here seems to be a little sick. You can also loot random things in this game to get certain items like food or medicine or alchemy ingredients. So I can see from the upper right that the person I want to see is above. So let me go there.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
One thing I'll say is Geralt does certainly have a type. Redheads or raven-haired ladies.
So, think learned women are ugly.
Yeah, what's up with that stereotype,
well, it's lucky
huh?
they're brains, because they've not got beauty. Is that right, lads?
Oh, aye. Mutts, all of them. Hideous things. Wouldn't touch one with a 10L pole.
But this lass is different. Exceptional.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well, were I in a position to. Kaedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Well, she was in the sewers with them, so I'm just gonna skip that story.
Long
but
story.
he killed a
Give me its essence.
The
frog
essence.
that turned out to
I'm
be a
deeply
man.
in debt to a man named Gonter Odin.
Who's this?
Met him a while back in White Orchard. At the time, he claimed he dealt in mirrors.
Mirrors. Buy one from him that grants your wishes?
Something
right.
like that. He helped me out of a bind, and now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
Odin told me how to do it. No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer too.
No, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everett? In my 3rd year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or Famous Redanian Dynasties. I chose the latter.
Doesn't sound like
Here it
much of
is.
education.
Von Igrid, Von Estiken, Von Everek. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you.
So convenient,
I'm
the
off.
book is just lying right there, eh?
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
Alright, so I have to meet Shani at the family crypt and summon a ghost. Okay, everyone here seems to be sick. Oh, it's her hospital. I see. Okay. Alright, let's see where this crypt is, eh? Okay, so it's actually quite a bit of a way, so I'm going to use fast travel to the nearest marker, which, let me find. Alright, that's the closest. New markers appear right after you visit them, but because I haven't been to that region yet, I have to travel just a little bit, which is fine. Once I'm outside, I can call my horse. Roche. Alright, traveling to the fast travel sign right now, and then let me go a little bit way up. I think right about. Okay. So I'll go here because it seems to be a direct shot. So the great thing about, even though it's open world, they do have a navigation system up right, and it has a white dotted line where you want to go, which is helpful. And then you can also call your horse Roche anytime if you want to go long distances, which is also really helpful because he can run pretty fast, although he does have a limited amount of energy. Let's
Faster.
see. So you can see the horse stamina at the bottom, and when he runs out of stamina, he can't sprint anymore, but he can still walk. So Roche is great for when you want to go long distances and you haven't fast traveled there yet. The graphics in this game are just stunning though. It's almost like watching a movie. Okay, so I'm almost running out of energy, so I'm just going to be walking for a little bit. And now it's refilled. Alright. Here's the family crypt. Let's see what Shani's up to. Here we go.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Didn't know you were getting married.
Not mine, silly. My friend's. This garland's not for me. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Wait. That was your notice?
What notice?
The one posted by the 7 cats. Need a beau to accompany me to a friend's wedding. If any intelligent, amusing, handsome, none too old nor none too young man owning at least one decent-looking frock.
No, that's not mine. So, will you go with me or not?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea.
Alright.
This is no
Here
crypt.
is
It's a full-blown mausoleum. Wraiths. Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Okay, so let me do a. So I think you do a Yarden and then you slow them down so they have a physical form. So in this game you can cast magical signs. So you can level up 2 ways, with physical and then with magical. So I chose a pretty balanced character, but you can go both ways. Right? So I have some potions on the left, so I'm using Superior Swallow,
Last of the
apologies,
surprises.
to
Sure hope
heal
so.
in the game.
Should look around.
So when you kill someone, the good news is you can also loot them. And usually they have some pretty, either it's weapons, although none of the good weapons seem to be on the normal characters you encounter, or you can get alchemy ingredients. And some of the potions that you can brew require you to get essence of a ghost you kill or a werewolf, and so it's pretty useful. You can also in this game meditate to recover your health, although that's not possible at the most difficult levels, but at my level it is possible. And so you can see my health is fully recovered. In this game you can also use your Witcher senses to explore, and Gerald, being a Witcher, has superhuman senses of smell, hearing, sight, etc. And when you see something in red, you want to go over there and investigate it.
Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
Okay. Before I start, this is probably going to be a specter, so if I have to fight him, I'm going to be putting on some oil. So I do think I have, specter oil, and you put it on your sword, and it helps you in fighting specters. Pretty neat, huh? Let's see. Spread incense in every room in the crypt. Got it. Cool. There's some money. Let's see. Von Everek blood, magic lamp. Let's see. I think she gave me some incense, so aha, yes, do have it. Cool.
Life and death, fire and blood. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
Cool, so that's one room. Go into the next
Arise
one.
from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought.
Okay.
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
Alright, one last room. Oh, I see. This is how you
Return
get in.
and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
Okay. I think this is the last room.
Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
Alright, so that's every room.
Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt.
There you
Came
are.
to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everec.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Oh, come on. I'm here to show you a little bit of fun.
Asks after my grandson.
Oh, it's his entire
It matters
family.
not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everec's rise only for von Everec blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
Ooh, ominous.
Kill him, von Everec.
For Olgierd's blood.
You wanna play dirty? Let's play dirty.
I'll tear you to shreds.
Who's crying now, huh?
My. Ornery whoresuns those von Everecs, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everec, brother to Olgierd. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
This should be interesting. How are you gonna show him a good time?
Nowhere.
Uh-oh.
You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Dunno. One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no. I shan't crawl into
I have
the
a
skin of
feeling
some
he's going to
unwashed
suggest
bandit or
Gerald.
dung-eating swineherd. I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up! Open your eyes! Where are the smelling salts?
Of course he's going to possess Gerald, is going to hit on her.
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Oh, no.
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin. I shall
Pervert.
spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body.
This is
trodden
hilarious.
on by your well-turned calves.
Who
Geralt,
comes up with pickup
What's happened
lines
to
like
you?
that?
Geralt, I'm Vladimir.
what?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgierd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Let's some ground rules.
Need to set a few
That seems
ground
like the
rules.
funnier route to
And
take.
I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
Don't change the subject.
This is kind
my
of
sweet.
funny.
If a grove's not to your liking, we can cut straight to the chase and make for the nearest haystack.
I'm afraid I
This guy
have
has
to
no
turn you
game.
down,
What
dear
girl would
ghost.
ever fall for something
A
like
shame.
that?
In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man,
He sounds a little bit like Donald Trump.
are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall devastate together.
We're just friends, always have been.
So in this game, I
Never
actually chose for
professed
him to
your
be with
love.
Yennefer.
No heartfelt admissions, confessions.
Never anything between us.
You mean to say you never gripped those gorgeous... Ooh. Never cherished those beautiful, nay, stunning... So, soft in the head or the loins?
Shani actually looks a lot like Triss, which is Gerald's
a
love
pederast.
interest in the
Fine,
first
if
two
it's not
games.
your flavor, you needn't
So he definitely
taste.
has a type.
All the better for me. I'll see she's properly satisfied. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
Alright, so I'm still playing as Gerald. Okay.
A comely maid. You're quite the fool if you're not plowed her yet.
Keep your paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses?
Alright, I think... Let's see... Okay, that's what I thought. Let's go. Just gonna meditate to recover for an hour. Okay. Let's see. Think get out of here through the way you came in.
This whole witcher's life, what's it like?
Don't want to know.
If indeed I didn't, I'd not have asked. Go on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
Alright, let's see what my next destination is. That's not too bad. I'll just ride Roche there.
Those signs, I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight, what I would rather is what matters. Bloody fine mount. Good stance, powerful rump, stable withers. Well, well.
See you know your horses.
I should say so. My two greatest passions in life, mares and maidens.
What I really love about this
Spooky my
game
horse.
is
Roach doesn't
there's
like
a main
ghosts.
storyline, but then there's also kind of side stories that you can take on as
I
well.
remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to
And the
mischief,
graphics, just so great.
There's
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Nothing wrong with a little bromance.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in, wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
Oh no, we're not gonna steal.
Come now, we're merely borrowing.
This'll
I
do
don't-
wonderfully.
So objectively, I don't think what's on that line looks better than what Gerald's wearing.
Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made.
I don't know. I kind of
Now
like
for
what you were wearing
shoes.
before,
I must wear
but
shoes
we'll
to a
take
wedding.
it.
And we must be neat.
Oh, I don't think Gerald's going to like you shaving off his beard. Not bad.
May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello, world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb.
How many pet names can you come up with?
Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgierd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
This should be
For
interesting.
you, my Rowan Petal, I'd do anything.
Come. Time to say hello.
Alright. Oops.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Aldona seems a curious choice for a bride. Did she come with a hefty dowry?
I assure you, Witcher, my choice had naught to do with coin.
Jonas' family is far better off than mine. They're a textile manufacturer.
It took a lot of convincing to get Mother to agree to our, as some would have it, mesalliance.
Oh, you never told me. Whatever happened to fortune is of no import to me and my family.
It isn't. Jonas told me the same. That your background doesn't bother him.
Never does. Not at love's first blossoming. But give it time. 5 years and you'll find few things that don't bother you.
I'm beginning to find what you say bothersome. I don't know where you're from, but in these parts it is rude to insult newlyweds at a wedding.
Insult?
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have picked that dialogue
Know
choice.
a thing or two about life, you see.
Geralt and his jests. He has a strange sense of humor.
Very strange, I'd say.
Alright.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Alright, let's see what wedding festivities there are.
Saw him myself.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her. Wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, whoosh, scoop, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers. But we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is,
Mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but Are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, Vladimir.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the Fire Eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
So what's really fun about this game is there's lots of side quests that you can do. So this is an example of one where if you do them, they help you on your main quest. So let's see. Using Gerald's Witcher senses, I'm going to follow the tracks of the dog.
Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest.
I'm really enjoying those pet names he's coming up with. Alright.
How goes the search?
No discoveries of note as yet, but I shan't give up. This Witcher work suits me swimmingly.
Let's see where this is going to lead us. Seems to be going up this way. Here we go. Oh, what's this?
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
So this is one of Gerald's abilities, is sign casting. He can control people's minds. So he just made that dog more obedient.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruined my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always
Hey, some
say.
people do have a phobia of dogs.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second,
The voice acting in this video game is actually really good for a game. It's like you're watching a TV show or a movie.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy.
I actually really like this Vladimir guy.
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off. Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods. Yes! Bear!
There shall be no tricks. You must inform the bride's mother the magician turned coward. I found your fire liquor, but he gave up the ghost on the way back. Too much vodka.
Just my luck to hire a drunk. And Demon, what's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
The dog's small beer. No fire eating, that's the grief.
Aye, grief. No show. Oh no. What can we do?
I think the funniest option, if that's what we're optimizing for, would be for Geralt to do something. So let's try that.
I can't help but wonder, must it be a fire eater who performs? What if, instead, there was, oh, I don't know, a juggler?
Just where would we find a juggler at this hour?
But say you did. Would that do as a replacement for the fire sniffler?
Well, I suppose it might.
Then I shall perform.
You? First I've heard of a juggling witcher.
Today I'm no ordinary witcher. In my youth I had a great many friends among circus folk. They taught me well. I shall gladly save you from your troubles.
Well, if that's the case, I'll announce the performance.
Alright. Let's see if you can actually juggle. This should be interesting.
As I'd hoped, and I still had a cracking time. I wager none here's ever seen a juggling witcher. Gather round, all, to behold a great wonder. A juggling witcher, the one and only. Look carefully, Shani.
Oh, look at that. Oh, he's trying to impress Shani, of course. Not bad, Vladimir.
So, Shani, was it to your liking?
It was positively gripping.
Okay. So I have a feeling... Let's see what time it is. I have a feeling that you have to do a couple more of those quests to...
Look. Munchkin's playing cards.
In the mood to lighten Geralt's purse?
Geralt won't mind. He's wild about cards.
Let's see.
Shave your mug.
Look at them fools falling over themselves to catch up.
Right.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, meaning.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Sounds like damn
All
foolish
right.
nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honored. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Okay. This should be interesting. So you try to drive the pigs into the pen. Oh, I think you just keep hitting it?
I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
I wonder if you can use the sign. Let's see.
Come on, Piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
There you go. Come on, Piggy. Come on, Piggy. Come on in.
See that, Shawnee? One big pen.
Alright. Let's see about this other one. So the sign I just used is used to control people's minds. In this scenario, I'm using it to chase pigs into a pen so the pig doesn't resist. Although the controls are really slippery. Let's see if I can get this one in. I feel like it is in. Alright. Oh, I wonder if the, this is the pen, isn't it? Interesting. Maybe it has to go in the other one. Okay. Come on, Piggy. Come on, Piggy. Come over here. Come over here, Piggy. Follow me. Alright. Can't escape me this time. see. I wonder if it's only the black ones. Alright, come here, Piggy. Come on, Piggy. You can do this. Come follow me. Alright, just a little bit further. This is really interesting. So this is not working very well.
You call this living, Witcher? Waste of breath. What do you want?
Okay, maybe there's certain pigs you have to drive. So let's work with this one, right? Oh, so this is, I think, working better. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So I think there's only certain pigs you can drive into the pen.
From your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Whoa, Master Witcher. What were the trickery back there, the fancy finger twisting?
I know. Seen that afore. Witcher told a lad to go hang himself, drew some flowers in the air with his hand, and the man lost his mind.
Meaning you cheated, and shan't be crowned King of the Swineherds.
Shani, what is it Geralt says in these situations?
Oh, I guess you can't use your Witcher powers.
Damn it.
Oh
now
well.
For what I say. Go shove rakes up your asses, you peasant curs. Do I look anything like a swineherd? Come, Shani. I've had enough of these hay seeds. Forgive me, Shani. I've let you down.
Are you worried about that pig? Oh, you needn't be.
We're here as a couple. I wanted to win you that thing.
Really?
That's actually kind of sweet.
Nothing at all.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so?
Pretty cocky.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe
Challenge
as
accepted.
Vladimir von Everec does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime.
Who would
more
fall
A moment
for that
like
line?
here. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet.
I mean, both of
you
these
are
pickup
no
lines seem
maid,
pretty cheesy, so I'm just gonna pick the less cheesy one.
Now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
I mean, she's okay looking.
Actual salons in Novigrad. And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well.
Uh-huh.
Where...
Nesky, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Of course, she has 3 brothers.
You shan't keep me from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing.
Not sure he should be fighting on the wedding.
Plowing fence board when you need it.
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
Uh-oh.
Fence boards, the perfect weapon for sweaty-ass swineherds.
Perfect fit for your...
Had enough, peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A Witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers.
That's true.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go. My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
She seems like a pretty fun date, I'm not gonna lie.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
Hi, everyone.
They say dance is a mere foretaste of more intimate interaction.
Who says this?
I do, for one.
I do wonder what you mean by intimate interaction.
Oh, it's a fascinating process. One you as a scholar and medic might find especially interesting. I'd gladly explain it in detail, but it's horribly loud in here. See the ladder? Leads to a loft. Surely there we'd not be disturbed while...
Sometimes playing The Witcher 3 is kind of like watching a movie, but the plot is so interesting. Usually the quests are a little bit more action-oriented than this quest I'm showing you. But I think the storyline in this quest is very interesting. I mean, how often do you get possessed by a ghost and go to a wedding?
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Yes, but admit it. It was fantastic, eh?
Is there anything you do that's not fantastic?
The ladies loved my kisses, not to mention the other tricks I perform with my lips.
Yes. We'd best not mention those. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drink.
Please?
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Well, I probably wouldn't have forced myself on you.
Forced myself? It was an innocent kiss, not more.
I don't know if I should thank you or if that should make me... angry?
But don't get me wrong. I've thought about doing just that a few times, but...
But what?
But I'm not going to talk about it with him here. We can discuss it once he's gone.
I'll hold you to that.
Whoa, hold there, mate. You said you weren't interested back in the crypt. Now suddenly, after I beat the cream all night, you swoop in to dip your berry and aim to delight in it without me present?
Shut up.
What's going on now?
Nothing. Never mind. Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
right? So it seems like I am going to talk to him. The controls in this game are really interesting. It's actually really hard to not run into people. It's actually pretty funny listening to what people say when you run into them. So for example, let's see. Anyway.
Gingerbread's now but flour.
I beg to differ, madame.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time?
Wise words.
What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter O'Din. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt.
I think he's trying to sabotage Geralt's mission.
Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me, cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5, took them on all at once, alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave, often. Pours a drink for me, gets soused himself.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Shani, I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
All lies, not a word of truth.
Don't let it go.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
Let it go. I believe you. And now rather on. Time well spent.
So I think I have to take part in more festivities.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your head.
Until midnight. Oh, I see. Is the point to get him more drunk?
If I may, Shani, I'd show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
Why the way you move, what charm, what grace.
Thanks.
even more.
Perhaps you care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
More need for insults?
So Gwent is a card game in this broader game that you can play with different people. It's part of quests, and also you can play it to win money. So
let us play, gentlefolk.
Let me explain how it works.
The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Oh, jeez. The dwarf is shaking his head.
The loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
Oh, he's so gonna end up wearing the ass spheres because I'm actually not that good at this game. But, so how it works is you have your cards and there's 3 lines and you can swap out cards and whoever with the largest number in the end wins. So let's see. So what you want is you want the largest numbers to go in your defense lines. So So I actually want to be swapping out the lower numbers. And I want to be swapping the top ones in. So see how there's 3 lines. The front 3 rows are mine, and the bottom 3, or sorry, the top 3 are the enemies, and the bottom 3 are mine. And the objective is to end up with the highest number at the end. And there's 3 rounds in every game, so it's actually you can strategically lose in one of the earlier games to save your cards for the best ones. Let's see. And there's also strategic games cards you can play, like weather, that disables certain roles or does certain things to give you an advantage. So, so the opponent put a 1 in the back. So I'm going to start out with a, let's say, a 2 in the front. So what that card did is it removed all my cards from the battle line. Pretty useful card to have. Let's see. So what I just did is I disabled the back row. So I'm actually just going to pass, because I think I'm pretty far ahead. So I won the first round, but I think he still has a lot of his good cards left, so I have to be careful. So I'm going to strategically lose this round because I want to save my good cards for the last game, and I already won the first round. It's best 2 out of 3 wins. Okay, here's what it comes down to. Uh-oh. Yeah, this guy's dex is just much better than mine. But that's alright. Yeah, to get good at this game, you really have to have been investing in good cards from the beginning.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement?
Oh, weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it. We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even. Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everek's a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir von Everek. Rogue's long dead, by my reckoning. Exactly.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
Alright. How many more wedding activities are left, I wonder? Okay, so it's 11 p.m., so 1 more hour. You can see the times at the right. Let's see, what other wedding festivities are there?
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot?
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with 1 foot bared. 'Tis a wedding.
Oh, look, dearie. I did. Take there. Muck must have...
Okay, I have a feeling Geralt has to find his shoes. Or her shoes.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
So one cool thing about this game is there's a lot of underwater action, so you can dive in underwater. This is really important part of some other quests until your breath runs out, and you can use your Witcher senses if you want to locate something. There you go. So that was pretty easy. You found Shawnee's lost shoe. Was that her lost shoe? No, it wasn't her shoe, it looks like. Let's try this again. Where is Shawnee's shoe? Oh, I think I saw something. Another shoe. Doesn't look to be Shawnee's, or maybe it is. Third one is a charm. Okay. Is there anything else down here? Okay, let's see if any of those are hers.
What?
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is on.
Thank you.
Nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
Got to find me some work.
Oh, quick, son!
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are
Worst
well
wedding
loved.
speech
It's
ever.
almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shani.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely pair with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We'll sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another side. Christ will look eternal, bride will best beware, or she'll make you a gold in the coming year. What's the groom a thinking? So the polished brow must be said. Garland, 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 cow. You'll get the cow, oh, the calf, the hay. So drink and be merry.
As our tradition holds, whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give in the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good.
Oh, she's probably going to want to talk about what
A
just
lovely
happened.
custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance. their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone. They're bouncing.
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light, a team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everec, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everec will bother you no more.
Thanks, I guess.
Should get back to Olgierd soon.
And like that, it's over. Huh. Here, I thought I might get some more time with you. Silly, wasn't it?
Wouldn't say that.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are...
So in this game, I actually chose for Geralt to be with Yennefer. I could have cheated on her, but I'm going to make a decision not to. You could choose differently when you play the game. That's the interesting thing about this game is every decision is based on the other.
Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Okay, so it looks like you need to read her character journey to find something that will cheer her up. It looks like this is a secondary quest. Let's see now. Alright, so the main quest is over. So this in a nutshell is the Witcher 3 expansion pack. I hope everyone enjoyed a little preview. I will be streaming the second part of this expansion pack this week, so be sure to check out my schedule on when I will be streaming next. And it's so great of you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Alright, bye everyone.